become such kind of tendency that they are to only devour, only to kill others. Very beautiful description is given in Holy Bible. In Old Testament, it is told that when there was the creation of world created, then what was the law given by God? Then he told that all that the wild beasts of the forest or fowls of the air and all that creepeth on this earth, I give all of them what is there on the ground on the table of the earth, and that of the fruit which bear the seed, that it may further bear the trees of which they are the fruit, and that I have given them for their meals. It conveys some sense that any person who comes with some kind of authority, with some kind of guidance, he has got some kind of basic standing that what I am telling to the people, I am really having this really understanding, it is truth, it is real, I believe it, or I know it, really it will work, and then only I may tell you. If the doctor is very much confident that this medicine I have already tested, even upon myself, and it works, then very confidently, in with full confidence, he will be able to give to the patient, it will work, it must work. And then he will tell everybody that medicine against that disease. In the same way, all those masters and saints who had come in this world, they were sent by some authority, and that if they were sent by God, then God had given them definite instructions which are really working and which are really true, which cannot fail. And that they are practical also. It is not that it is not available, it cannot be practically performed. Everything is seen practically, and then when it is found that is really 100% applicable on such like areas, then it is put over there. So this is there that we have to create such like situation in this world. And if there is anything going on against this at this time which we are going on now, it is only due to our weakness. That man is the source of love. And where from this love is to be found by the man even. If we go to any person, we will not find love. We will find some kind of socialization. Good morning, good evening, but it is not good. No good morning, no good evening. You only say lip sympathy only is there. Because we have started working on some kind of lip sympathy only, not reality. Everybody knows that what I am saying, it is not your heart. You are only saying your mind. You are not at heart what you say to me. And and other one will also know that I am saying to that person is not from my heart. I am only saying something which is not believable, which is not dependable. And therefore we do not believe, we do not depend on each other. Although we say something, we commit something to each other, but still we are not feeling like sticking or standing to those commitments which we had done to others, and the other ones who had done some commitments to us, we are also sometimes not really 100% believing that. It may or may not be, both things are there. And sometimes it happens that when other one is interested in us due to some reason, and we are also interested in other one in some reason of our own, then we are friendly to each other, then we believe each other, because he also needs something from us. I have got some, let us say, have food, other one has got some fruit, and I need some fruit because I have already taken my food. And other one says, feel like that he has got food and I have only fruit. And I have my food, I have satisfied myself, I need food. When their needs are cooperating with each other, then we have become friendly with each other due to those interchange of our selfish motives. This selfish motive interchanging or selfish motive is also mainly source of our love, which we call or misinterpret as love. But the worldly relations, all worldly friendships and all these things are based on such like things give and take. I am sorry to say I will not give an example, otherwise, okay, I should keep quiet about it. Because it goes a long way to the opening up of your weaknesses. I should not open it out, let it be. You keep it as it is. But I mean to say that any person who is not working through God is always selfish. Anybody, I cannot say to claim that I love somebody, I have love for somebody, and is not having this love connected from God, cannot do this. It is impossible. A chili cannot say, I have become sweet. A chili cannot say, yesterday I was like chili, bitter, hot, I have become sweet today. It changed. A cat cannot say, yesterday I had really longing for milk, today I don't like milk. I have no anxiety for milk. It cannot be. So any mind who can say, I love, it is impossible. Any mind who can say, I love, it is impossible. It should be only surface love, surface connection, surface little only feeling, no love at all. And that is why all the people at every level, they are going along. However, we have love for our children, but that's not mental love. That's some kind of arrangement of the nature and also arranged as God. But later on, when the children are grown up, then there is no love. Because that system which was arranged by God, independently from Him, that is taken away. And again we are only having interchanging systems. And that is why the great law which was there brought by all the masters, and that it is there that we have to find it and we have to enjoy it. That was asked by Lord Christ, from Lord Christ, that what great law or commandment you have brought for us from your Father God, as you say that you have come from our Father God. He would have sent something for us to you, with you, and you have to share with us. Is not that? He said, yes, I have brought something for you. I have to give you. I have given you because He has given me for you. I am only just a trustee. It is sacred trust for you. If I don't give it to you, then I am a defaulter. I cannot keep it with me. And what is that then? Tell us, love thy Father God. This was the first commandment, first need, first instruction to the dear man to whom he loved very much. That love thy Father God with all thy soul, with all thy heart, with all thy mind, with all thy strength, everything. And then after that you will be able to love thy neighbor who are indifferent to you, may not be enemies, but just living by your side, not having anything common with you, and you will have common hearts. That is, they may not have feeling of that, but you should have this. But because you will be filled with love from me, and automatically, if there is a flower who is pregnant, it will automatically go on emitting fragrance. Any neighbor dirt which is giving out bad odor, it will not mind. That source of bad odor will go on giving bad odor continuously to that fragrant flower. But fragrant flower will not react according to the action of the neighbor. It will go on only acting in its own basic stability of its own heart, that I am only to love, I am only to love, I am only to give something good, and if somebody is giving me hard negative, I am not to attend to it, I am not to receive it, let it go on. Independent, that our way of love is totally to be independent of the behavior of the other person. Other person may receive us in that same love or may react us in his own way and may not react in our love, but we are to remain stable in our own stability. This is the power which cannot be there in this world through the mental system. That if anybody you love and that person reacts a little hard upon you, you at once lose your loving system. You at once begin to hurt that person, because that person has washed away your unstable or little source of a loving system. It was not really love, it was a little loving system, and it was having no roots in it, no base in it. It could be washed away very quickly, and that you are also awakened in the same anger which was basically in you already, and somebody has just touched it a little, it is blasted, and it is also, you are also angry. And you have found that all you are working like that. No one is there who is to go on loving. Our body may go on hitting you, kicking you, backbiting you, and doing everything harm to you, and you are still loving, you are still good to that person, you are still feeling all love for that person. I could not find after today anybody who has such like loving stability in one's lifestyle, that his life is like that, that is only love. This is my lifestyle, I have only love. There is nothing else in me. I am only love. That is the criterion of the life of the man that Master has told. Love thy Father God with all thy soul, with all thy heart, with all thy mind, everything. Handed over to God. And what will God give you? You have handed over everything to God. And what was there which we had handed over to Him? You may or may not know, but it may be all bad, all negative, all dangerous, all animosity, etc. Lust, greed, anger, ego, attachment, all these bad things which are there, dirtiest and dustiest we have. What we have got, we have handed over. And what He will give us, because we are now empty, we are now feeling like receiving something. When we are full, when our pot is full, we are not receptive. Then we are feeling like giving out of it. But when we are empty, then we are receptive. And then we are expecting something, that we are to find something. Then what God will give us, and what He will give us, He will give His own self, because He has only surplus His own self, nothing less than His own self. And He is all love. God is all love. If there is any definition of God, He is all love. And that He will fill us with His love. And when He will fill us with love, then anybody who will come to us, we will only be able to share love with that person. And that love is so strong that it cannot be confined into some little confined, as that is blocked, covered, and nobody can find it. It has so much big power that it cannot be contained into your hearts. Your hearts are too small. And this love is so big, so great, so expanding, that it cannot be accommodated in your hearts. Either your hearts are to very much broadened, bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger, and that love is accommodated in it. Or the love will be there in your hearts, and you will have to expand your love everywhere. And that wherever you go, your love is already emanating from you, radiating from you, and that you are helpless, that I don't want to love this person. I don't want to love this person. He is a bad person. He is not good to me. I should not him. But you are helpless. It has already flown out of your pot. Because your pot was too small, it is already overflowing. And then you will have to share automatically this love. And that, then the further second part of the law is there, the love thy neighbor as thyself. It will automatically be there. That if there is a fragrant flower in your home, and the fragrance goes automatically to the neighbor. You are not sending it intentionally.